What an amazing day. Jesus loves you. I love you here at the Digital Noah's Ark, islandproject.com. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I hope you're going to church. I hope you're in the Word. I hope you know Father God, because time is of the essence. United States of America, according to Alex Jones, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tucker Carlson, that obviously have horrible judgment of character and politics, who recommended Donald Trump for over a decade, pitched him as the solution, told you to vote for him 3 freaking times, only to turn on him, proves they have no discernment, no good judgment at all. It means you can't trust anything that these people say. It means they're dumb, stupid, or they possibly are actually in on it, working for the CIA. Now, according to them, America has collapsed into the gutter, into the absolute toilet. Aloha, everybody. Crypto Dog, El Rai, Frankie, what is up? According to them, America has collapsed into the gutter. In fact, it's so bad. Tucker Carlson even lied on camera and said he never called Donald Trump the Antichrist. And then the interviewer actually played the clip. She's like, "Here are your exact words, idiot. Here are your exact words calling Donald Trump the Antichrist." He's like, "Yeah, I never said that. But here you are calling Donald Trump the Antichrist." Now, again, nothing against these individuals, nothing against bone broth, okay? Nothing against info pores, and nothing against Tucker Carlson, or traitorous Marjorie whore Greene. No relation. Nothing against these people, but I'm proving a point. They obviously have bad judgment, horrible instincts, zero discernment, no knowledge of the inside track. Because if they did, they wouldn't have led you to Trump to slaughter. Now, again, I don't agree with what they're saying. Trump's never changed. Donald Trump is the same man who ran the first time. He's the same guy that he's always been since The Apprentice. And just because these people were fired doesn't mean they need to go on a hating mission of Donald John Trump. It divides the party. It proves their stupidity. It wrecks the country. It disillusions Americans, and it destroys the constitutional republic. Again, who's winning? If Tucker Carlson and Alex Jones and Marjorie Taylor Greene say Donald Trump is corrupted and has turned on the American people, that means you lost. That means their constituents lost. That means the entire InfoWars team, losers, low IQ. That means Fox News, mainstream media host, Tucker Carlson, lost. That means you lose. So again, this is just logic. But if they had bad judgment before, they have bad judgment now. If you follow them down the heinous path of a third party, you will be absolutely destroyed. Count on America collapsing for good, permanently. It will absolutely bifurcate the Republican Democratic Party, split the vote, and guarantee Democrats win. In fact, I'm betting Tucker Carlson's actually a closeted Democrat. That's what I actually bet, with his squeaky ass mainstream media, fake alternative media voice. Again, I've always called it like it is. I told you these people would lead you to slaughter. I told you they had no discernment day one. I told you their judgment was piss poor. And now they prove it by saying they were wrong about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a great man. He is an imperfect vessel. He has never changed. And the only reason these people are pissed off is because, just like the good old reality television days of "You're fired," all of those people have been fired by Donald John Trump. And that's why they're a bunch of crybabies. That's why they're a bunch of losers. This is why they offer no solutions. This is why they don't support the troops. This is why they don't support our allies. Again, there will not be a single American against the war in Iran. God forbid we have an event on American soil which God forbid I pray against, I believe we will, and proxies are unleashed just like what we saw in Israel. There will not be a single dissenter. Donald Trump's popularity will skyrocket. You heard it here first, in the coming days and weeks. Just like hyperinflation. I told you you would be screwed. I told you you would be destroyed. I told you you were in World War III in 2020. Who was right? I was right. I told you 2020 was the test. I told you not to cower. I told you not to comply. I told you what they did was the Manhattan Project. They had you building the ABOMB, but inside. In the next 5-10 years, a third of the population will no longer be with us as a result of turbos, suddenlies, cardio events, and other anomalies. In fact, in my opinion and view, you might even become a teenage mutant ninja turtle and have other problems that they have not figured out yet. Again, the 21st century warfare is much different from World War I and World War II. We have already lost more Americans and citizens worldwide. Sadly, as a result of that, the topic we're not allowed to discuss, than all the World War traditional wars combined. Let's take a moment of silence for all the lives lost, all the suddenlies, all the aggressive turbos, all the side effects, which to this very freaking stinking day, there is still no legal liability through 2030, then to be extended. Let's take a moment of silence. God bless you. I pray for your soul. Hyperinflation continues in the United States. I'm noticing this even going out. I am not price sensitive at all because I'm rich. I'm diamond balls rich. I'm literally probably the least price sensitive person in the world. But even I'm noticing it. Fuel, cost of air travel is up like 30%. That caught my eye the other day. I'm like, geez, private jets, they're like 30% more expensive than they were. I'm also noticing like steak. If I go out to dinner, if I had been at the same restaurant, let's say with the entire family or a client, one of my beautiful members, and the steak was $50, it's $80 now. It's $90. I'm hearing from my friends that own farms that the price of feed, right, has gone up many, many dollars per bag. So if you've got, animals and farm animals and you're growing your own food and stuff, the cost has gone stratospherically higher. And again, who predicted that? I did. I told you the US thug, Epstein trafficking, criminal lockdown, too big to fail, bailout gangster class that makes up your politicians and criminal bankers would continue to rip you off in a massive hyperinflationary lockdown scam that would enslave you into poverty. And that's exactly what has happened. That's why I focus your attention on cash flows. I focus your attention on no bank debt. And I focus your attention on getting diamond balls rich because you have to. Again, your biggest prep is you've got to fight hyperinflation, for God's sakes. If you do not fight hyperinflation, you will be enslaved by these same people that have UBI, peasant income plan for you. And then in addition to that, sending your butt to wars that never end, that are infinite ad infinitum. Now understand, the only reason you have peace in America is because of war. This generation, not you, you guys are ballers, but the generation is weak. Too busy slurping and guzzling. Okay, they're Carmiato, Frappuccino, identifying as frogs on a day-to-day basis, of which we don't know which side of the fence that they're on any given day, or potentially how they identify. I identify as a frog today, Christopher. A rabbit, a rabbit, I'm a frog today. Can't you tell? Buying, 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 buying. Because it's, again, the craziness of the radical left has perverted our society, destroyed the family, created record loneliness, institutionalized at your schools stupidity and bankruptcy. You shouldn't go to college, guys. You shouldn't go to college, okay, unless you're highly specialized and you understand exactly what you're going to do. You should not go into debt to go to college. It's the only debt. You can't declare bankruptcy. It's a ripoff. College is a business, guys. That's how the elites get subsidies and they make more money and then they enslave you. College is worth almost nothing today. You need to learn how to make money. You need to learn about cash flows. You need to learn about investing. You need to take good portions of your income and invest. Create passive income and capital gains with tax advantages. Do this today. Live your life. You could take the 200K if you're young tuning in. Instead of taking a loan, go start a business. Okay, go learn from another business. Go to work for someone early. Start compounding your wealth. Stop giving your money to the dirty machine. Case in point, another failed Fortune 100 gutter trash company, Spirit Airlines, which probably worships the devil, seeking another bailout from you, little taxpayer. Needs money because their leadership sucks balls so much and they can't stay afloat. They're going to beg your butt for more money. Just another Fortune 100 cuck company in the trash. Just like Bankrupt of America. Just like we saw in 2008 and in 2009. Lehman Brothers, Bear Stearns, JP Morgan Chase Epstein trafficker Jamie Dimon, who helped to facilitate the entire Epstein trafficking ring, needed your money. So stop playing their game. Stop playing by their rules. Stop obeying these lockdown thugs. You organize peacefully and join other strong, amazing Christians like your general. Out of Papa John, 808-442-2934. Deck 2 is live. We are almost filled. I've got another baller onboarding today from New Jersey. You know who you are. I got a couple New Jersey guys already in the project. God bless you. 200K minimum. Actually staying at our freaking Big Island mansion. Right when you book your vacation, you book your stay at the property portfolios you own. Diamond balls. And then you sun your nuts with your wife and you show her a Christian real investment with no bank debt. When you're done with that, you go skiing and surfing in Park City, Utah, and a Mauna Kea, and a Honolulu Boo, and Kauai. You roll over your retirement accounts and exit the banks before collapse because there's hyperinflation. And we built the freaking ark. Links below. Fill out an app, 200K minimum. You can book a call at 808-442-2934. We accept ACH, wire transfer. It's in portal. All you need to do is go to islandproject.com and hit the buy now button. It's that easy. It's that simple. Get in now. We are publicly launching our proprietary blockchain, the equivalent of our IPO this year, making every single founder rich because we're awesome and because you're in hyperinflation and no one else has a real world solution. So I'm noticing the cost of, a lot of stuff is just going up tremendously, like food and water and healthcare and energy. My own family's at $5K a month on health insurance right now. Okay, I want you to, this is why I don't understand how you can't be rich. Okay, I pay $5,000 now monthly for my family, for my just primary family, not even the grandparents, okay? It's $5K a month now for health insurance. Supposedly we have really good insurance. It's like the top of the top, but every time I use it, I'm still paying all kinds of records amounts of dollars. I don't even know why we have insurance. I'm just giving you an example. Skyrocketing prices, bang job by the elites, housing up, rents up, electricity up, food up. When are you going to fight back? Have you joined the digital Noah's Ark? Are you getting rich? Because the elites are getting rich. You need to get rich too. Fight back against Black Cuck Rock. Fight back against State Street. Fight back against Vanguard. Or have your head flushed down the toilet like the movie The Big Lebowski. You'll be gurgling in a toilet bowl. Do you understand? World War III was declared in 2020 when they locked you in your house. And I can't talk about it, the Manhattan Project to merge you with AI so that you built the ABOMB. Do you understand? Inside. It's about a biological integration. Again, folks, you need to be supporting your churches. You need to be tithing. Okay? You need to be teaching your own kids. Unschool them. You need to homeschool your kids. You need your cash flows up. You need to be in incredible shape like your general and Papa John. You need to be getting rich. You need to be supporting and building real world communities. You need to get stronger. You need to focus on what you can control at the Island Project. Here, your mental state, your faith, your walk with God, your conversation with Him. You know, I love supporting our church and I love supporting Christians. And there's so much more that we can all do. I just bought this beautiful bracelet from a young kid. He's a Christian and he makes them himself. And just beautiful. I love it. It's like really super high quality. And I love knowing I bought from a Christian. I love wearing it, knowing I bought from somebody who actually needed it. But in addition to that, we're supporting their journey. Again, you're not going to find what you're looking for online. You're only going to find what you're looking for in the real world. Understand this. Your peace, your prosperity, your hope for the future, and your joy comes from people. You know, largely, it's an illusion that you are an independent human being. Largely, it is pretty much a matrix psychological illusion that you are disparate, right, and removed from the group. All of humanity is connected. Nature is connected. People need people. This is why there's more centenarians in Japan, where we're about to close on a massive Tokyo penthouse condo with no bank debt as we speak, is because they work together. There's community and purpose. Even when retired, if you lose your spouse and you're a widow, you're still important. Again, there's more people over 100 years old. They've got a good diet. They've got good community. They don't believe in retirement. They all have a purpose-driven life. They're physical. They eat clean. They eat lean protein. They eat fish, right? They eat a lot of vegetables and things that are good for them. These are things that Americans are missing. See, you've allowed the elites to create so much excess and toxicity. That's why everyone in America is fat, obese, lonely, on drugs, on SSRIs, abusing alcohol, porn, sin, flipping to different identities every day of the week. It's because you've allowed these criminals to lead you. And all you have to do is build your own communities, fight back peacefully, onboard the ark, join other Christians, vote with your wallets, march with your feet, tithe, call Papa John at 808-442-2934, pray to the Lord, turn off your phones, throw them into the freaking ocean. On the next lockdown, tell the elites to suck it, just like the first one. I mean, it wasn't hard to figure out. If they're trying to force you to do something, you know something's up, okay? It's very easy to figure out over here, guys. This doesn't take a genius, for crying out loud. So as I sit here today on May 3rd, 2026, it's such an honor. It's an honor being the first Christian billionaire baller that the world has ever seen. It's an honor to have diamond nuts of fire and of gold and of absolute glitter. It's amazing to have fun too with you guys. I'm here to entertain. We have so many amazing opportunities ahead of us. Again, Bitcoin's forming an outstanding base. I'm expecting new all-time highs as a result of the hyperinflation and record debt, as the American people continue to be ripped off and led to slaughter by Alex Jones, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Tucker Carlson that have terrible, horrible, bad judgment, zero discernment, because of course they recommended Trump all those years, but they were wrong, just like they're wrong now. They were idiots then, just like they're idiots now. They didn't know what they were talking about then, just like they don't know what they're talking about now. They never told you to buy Bitcoin because they're stupid. They're stupid. Do you understand? So again, none of this stops. I told you that the real war was 2020, and now they will fleece the American public. Airline after Fortune 100 will go bust. You'll pay for it. The AI companies will get richer. You'll subsidize it. The wars will continue. You'll fight on it. And so will your kids. And again, this is the plan. We have said for multiple decades that by 2030, if you did not revolt peacefully, the NWO would fully overthrow the United States of America and the westernized world and completely take over every piece of liberty and freedom left. Many of you don't have freedom. No, you don't. You don't have liberty. You are a tracked, surveilled cow. You're this, okay? You're this. You're servile. You can't go anywhere, do anything without a fee, without a tax. You can't even own your car outright. You got to keep the safety up to date every 6 months and pay the state. You can't even park on public land. You can't even go visit the Grand Canyon. Even though you pay taxes, you're still going to cough up a fee to go see it. You are a slave. You have been surveilled and tracked and invaded by the too big to fails and these criminal technologists that hate your guts. You have no freedom. Your balls are felt up at the TSA. You are locked in your house. They close down your business. They fearmonger you. They break their promises. They offer zero solutions. You know what they're going to do next? Raise interest rates. Mwah! Mwah! Oh man, the credit card debt's going to implode. Private credit's going to go into the gutter. Gutter. It'll increase the cost of financing. They're probably going to have to do it. Japan and its deflationary, multi-decade economy is imploding. It is unraveling as we speak. Their Fed funds rate equivalent is at 0.75, not even 1%. And it's basically unraveling because they've been at negative rates, really, real interest rates for decades. And the whole world's been borrowing against the cheap yen and investing in another high return assets because all these hedge funds offer nothing to society. Wall Street is a gangster, offers no value to society at all. And all they do is trade worthless paper back and forth that they borrow against, just like the banks. Print currency from debt into infinity and hyperinflate it all. Again, if there's one truth, expect hyperinflation. There's been hyperinflation since my great-great-grandfather. What, you don't think there's going to be more hyperinflation? Of course there will. All property values keep going up. All real assets keep going up. Skills are valuable as well. Skills. And most importantly, the thing you get for free from God is just the faith of a mustard seed and knowing that he will provide because he loves you. Other than that, I will keep you up to date. Obviously, this week, it's going to be no holds bar tragedy for the American people. I mean, honestly, take Alex Jones, Tucker Carlson, and Marjorie Taylor Greene at their word. America has imploded. So what do? Exit politics. There's no fake third party that's going to save you. You get rich, you get your cash flows up, you revolt, you build your own 1776 life raft at the digital Noah's Ark, you onboard, you participate in the future of money and technology, you buy Bitcoin, you join a church, you read the Bible, and you get in shape. Turn it off. These people are simply psyoping you. You are being controlled by an illusion. If you want real freedom, if you want real diamond nuts, if you want real badassness, you join a real world community with your general and Papa John. If you want to get rich, you want freaking cash flows. You book your freaking vacation and you take your entire family. Capital gains. You get income. You get the tokenization. You get a Lambo. You get private black ops, air travel, limousines, lifted Jeeps, a diversified portfolio. You sack up. You fight against the machine like John Connor. You grow some balls. You on board today. You call my dad at 808 442 2934. And for a fun video, we're going to be doing some travel logs. I've got more Ferraris and Lambos to buy during the hyperinflationary holocaust here in the United States. We're buying as many Ferraris and Lambos and Rolexes and Swiss watches, custom and mansions that we possibly can because it's a freaking safe haven. So I'm going to put out something fun. I actually have a Haunter road trip video that I never aired that we produced like a year ago, a couple years ago, actually, probably 3 years ago. I think I'll air that today. Excuse me, it's kind of fun. Again, live your life, guys. Have a good time. Have a good time. Glorify the Lord for crying out loud. Turn off these negative Nelly hating scum. All they are is negative Nelly hating scum. They offer nothing. Their judgment sucks. They told you Trump was the answer. Now they say he's not. Now they say a third party is the answer. It won't be, guys. You will be slaughtered. Have you ever seen a chicken when you cut its head off? Yep. That's what's going to happen to you if you follow these cucks. You execute with my dad, with me. You get rich. You get diamond balls rich. You get picked up in a freaking limbo, a Lambo, private black ops. You get cash flows and income and tokenization. And you live a passion, faith first life. I do everything in my life faith first, honoring God and trusting Him alone. And anything He says, I do. And I encourage you do. Links below, islandproject.com. See our terms and disclaimers. Make sure you onboard with a minimum of 200K before it's too late. You'll miss it, guys. This is a hyperinflationary holocaust in the United States. This is the equivalent of a nuke going off in the westernized world. If you're not in a private ecosystem like the Island Project, you might as well dig yourself a grave because it's going to be lights out. And for those of you just getting started, building your cash flows, join us at islandprojectclub.com. That's islandprojectclub.com. Join us. Learn about crypto blockchain. Start small, right? Get your cash flows up to $1,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month. Improve your life. Educate yourself so you're ready to pivot, leverage, and profit in the greatest hyperinflationary storm and takeover of the American people that has ever occurred in the history and civilization. Link below. I love you. I'm praying for you. And I think I'm going to put that Hana video up. Maybe I'll even have Donut kind of spice it up a little bit and give us them a little titty twister. make it a little more fun. I love you. Have a beautiful day. And this is your general signing off. Like and share. Again, it's the brutal hardcore truth. I know probably some of you don't want to hear it, but it's the hardcore truth from the 21st century prophet Nostradamus that predicted it all. Lockdowns, these things, 2008-09, the Ukraine war, World War, Bitcoin before everybody else. You know, the guy that everyone said was crazy, but now just has yachts, Learjets, Ferraris, Lambos, mansions, and a Bitcoin billionaire. Because again, I guess crazy is a good thing. Be a little crazy. What else are you going to do? Be the chicken? Yeah, not a good idea. I love you. Don't be a chicken. Be a freaking bull, baby. Be a freaking bull. A bull like Papa John. You ever seen a bull's balls? They're huge, just like Papa John's. 808-442-2934. That's 808-442-2934. Hello?